A Hero focuses on Rahim, who's in prison because of a debt he was unable to pay. During a 2-day leave, he tries to convince his creditor to withdraw his complaint against the payment of part of the sum, but things don't go as planned. This is written and directed by Asghar Farhadi, who's best known for directing the Best International Feature winner, A Separation, and it hit Amazon Prime last weekend after a Cannes premiere last year and a limited theatrical release early in the month, and it's Iran's submission for Best International Feature at the Oscars this year. Now, this one is an exercise in just how many mishaps and misfortunes bestowed upon this character you can handle. It almost reminded me of something in the vein of Uncut Gems for the amount of things that backfire on our lead, though maybe not quite as pulse-pounding. I feel like I've made comparisons to that movie in particular with a number of other films recently, but I know I'm not the only one making that observation in regards to this film, so I don't feel too bad. But much of the tension stems from one little white lie, which results in a bunch of complicated twists and turns, some of which will leave you on edge, even though each moment isn't played as this grandiose spectacle. But essentially, Rahim's girlfriend finds a purse with some valuable gold coins, and they initially plan on cashing it in to pay off his debt. But instead, he decides to return it, and from there, things spiral out of control, where he's hailed as a titular hero, and initially becomes a huge sensation, only to start getting questioned over his story. And from there, it's one bad decision after another, especially when social media gets involved. It could be a little rinse and repeat with the amount of things thrown Rahim's way that set him back, but it's frequently engaging. Plus, I like how Farhadi subtly throws in the effects of social media in a way that doesn't feel like your generic internet is bad message. It's just with all the backtracking Rahim has to do to cover up his story, it's just a way of showing how social media can cause this need to have to respond to every little thing, which adds to the film's dense narrative as more revelations unfold. But a lot of this is done in a fairly understated way. As I said, most moments aren't played as some sort of grand spectacle that you'd see in a big Hollywood movie. We'll have moments of characters talking over one another or getting into fights, but it plays things in a much more grounded, realistic fashion. Like, you don't even have a score accompanying most of this movie. Now, at times, it can feel a bit too dry and emotionally disconnected in its approach, with some scenes being drained of their emotional weight as a result of this stylistic choice, but for the most part, it flowed really nicely, and despite it being this series of unfortunate events, it doesn't act as some mindless comedy of errors. It's actually a bit more emotional and explores themes like integrity and upholding one's reputation. Things constantly don't line up all that well for Rahim, and there were a few decisions made that I did find questionable, but these situations aren't used as some sort of cruel joke, but rather to further go down this morality tale. And Amir Jadidi, who plays Rahim, brings a lot of that out nicely, with a likable enough energy, especially thanks to a very distinct smile that you see him with for almost the entire runtime. And because of that, it makes A Hero a pretty engaging watch. While its restrained approach might be a bit much at times, and there are a few decisions made that I found questionable, it's still a solid, meditative film exploring themes like morality and integrity, and done in a way that can still leave you a bit on edge while remaining grounded. With rich themes and solid performances, this one's definitely worth a watch. A Hero gets a 7.5 out of 10. So let me know, did you see A Hero, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Was this your favorite film from Asghar Farhadi? Do you want to see it nominated at the Oscars? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching, everyone, and keep having fun with film.